Alright, how's everybody doing this evening? Back again with another video for you guys and gals. Man, we really knocking these out weekend after weekend. But this evening, my bad. But this evening, what I'm here to talk to you guys and gals about is my follow-up / wrap-up video with the Bold N1. I've been using this device for another good amount of time, and this is actually my second unit, so I've actually went through 2 of these. And you know, as much as I like this device, it's just lacking in certain areas, so much so that as I'm going through my device collection and I'm cleaning stuff out because I want to make space to potentially bring in more devices, you know, I'm more inclined to let it go and bring in something else, and I think it will serve somebody else extremely well. So yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and let this one go and move on to something else. But I just want to give y'all my final thoughts on it, and again, my overall recommendation, and you know, let Bold know some of the things that they can improve upon and some of the things that they really did well. So Bold, if you come across this video, you know, this is what I would consider to be constructive criticism. You take care of this stuff, you'll have an overall solid device. So let's get into the good things first. Overall, I have to say the build quality on this device is really good. Again, really tactile buttons. And in terms of the weight on this device is extremely good. It has a nice balanced weight to it, and it feels really good in the hands. This is probably one of the most well-balanced devices I've ever had the pleasure of using. My bad, y'all know I can't talk. So in terms of the build quality and the overall weight and feel in hand, this is really, really good. Okay? Other than that, the display on this device is awesome. Okay? This solid Super AMOLED display is really, really good. Okay? Next, the fingerprint scanner on here is really good as well. Now, when I first started out using this fingerprint scanner, I was like, I'm kind of not feeling it, you know, because it wasn't working as good. But I got a few updates, and the performance of it is almost on par with the always active capacitive fingerprint sensors that I prefer to use. So really good stuff there, Bold. That fingerprint sensor and those updates really solid. Okay, that and the overall software, y'all, this is really, really nice. Now, it's not quite stock Android, but it's pretty close. So really good job with your overall software implementation. Now, I'm running Nova Launcher on this because, you know, Nova Launcher just gives me the ability to use certain features that this device is lacking. But overall, in terms of the solid stuff, I have to say this is a really, really good device. Really fast wired charging, really good wireless charging, and the cameras on here for the price are pretty good indeed. Alright, so that pretty much goes over all the good things. Now, Bold, the things that y'all can definitely improve upon. Alright, in terms of the software itself is not bad. Okay, I just need y'all to clean up certain things like the camera software descriptions. Y'all can move that inside of the camera app and take it out of the settings. There's no reason why you should have to go out of the camera app to learn about different aspects of the cameras. Okay, so move that camera, the mode descriptions to inside of the camera app and get rid of that option in the settings. Y'all need to clean that up. Number 2, y'all have a Super AMOLED display here. Okay, why is it that there is no always on display functionality implemented? Now, I understand y'all got that raise to wake and the ambient display. That's cool, but y'all have Super AMOLED technology on here. Just throwing a always on display, the customers will really appreciate it. Trust me. Okay, so y'all definitely need to improve upon that. Next, and this is probably the biggest downside to this device, the battery life. Okay, now I understand that y'all were trying to go for a flagship like experience at a budget or entry level price, and for the most part I would say you guys and gals have succeeded over there at Bold. Y'all did a great job with this one. Y'all pretty much hit almost all of the marks, but one mark that you weren't supposed to hit that I feel like y'all have is the average battery life. Now, the battery life on this device is on par with every and all other flagships on the market. So that's about 6.5 to 8 hours if you push it, 8.5 hours if you really want to stretch it. Nah. In my opinion, battery life really needs to be about 10 hours plus. And we're talking about screen on time. But in all actuality, you really just want to be able to get through a 3-day minimum on a single charge. So y'all definitely want to improve the overall battery life on this one. I think y'all got to take the 3500 milliamp hour battery and bump that up by another 1,000. So I think a 4,000 milliamp hour battery plus the AMOLED technology and y'all software configurations will make the battery life on this one really, really good. So you definitely want to improve the overall battery life on this. And then lastly, and this was another big one, the wireless charging. Okay, the way that wireless charging is implemented on here, it's a little quirky. All right, now it works, but it doesn't work with all the different wireless chargers, and it's kind of hit and miss. And primarily when I'm charging my device, you know, it's really cool to get that notification when your device is fully charged. Well, you don't get that on this one. And sometimes it will sporadically connect and disconnect while it's wirelessly charging, so it won't get a steady stream. So y'all definitely need to go back to the drawing board on the wireless charging technology that's in here, and y'all might want to swap that out for something that's a little bit better. And I think that might have to do with the chipset. Okay, so y'all may want to go with a mid-range Snapdragon chipset for your next iteration of this device, and then I think it will be above and beyond, and you know, be a hands down recommendation if you nail the price point. Okay, and that's another thing. I know I said I was done, but that's another thing that you guys and gals gotta tweak a little bit. Now, I think the full retail pricing on this one at one point was what, $350, and then it slowly worked its way down. Then it was at $250, then it was at $200 when it was on sale. Right now, as of the recording of this video, it's hovering between $180 and about $200, a little bit over $200 after tax. So that's pretty much the sweet spot, y'all. If y'all can land in just over that $200 price point and deliver all the improvements that I just talked about, oh, this would be a nice recommendation, hands down. And other than that, y'all need to really bring the thunder with the security patches. Okay, notice I didn't say software updates, I said security patches. Because let's be honest, if you optimize your software good enough, then the actual Android version doesn't really matter. And once the software is optimized to a really good point, then it just becomes a security patch issue. So if you're not going to release the Android update versions in a timely manner, at least deliver the security patches in a timely manner. Because I mean, I've had this device for what, almost 3 months, and in that time I've gotten about about 3 updates, and none of them were security patch updates. I think I'm still on the, what am I, October 1st security patch from 2019. So yeah, that's not cutting it, y'all. I'll throw up the screenshot in post so y'all can see exactly what it is. But y'all need to at least bring the thunder where the security patches are concerned. because a lot of people that buy these budget to mid-range devices, they're average consumers, and they don't run out and buy a new device every 6 months to a year. They pick up these devices and they use them until they can't use them anymore. So they'll literally pick up these devices and use them till the battery literally won't hold a charge, or they'll use them till the display is completely decimated. Like, I've seen people in airports and just out on the road with screens on their devices that are completely destroyed, and I'm like, how are you still using that? And they're like, man, we just gotta use it till it doesn't work anymore. So if you look at your device rollout from that aspect, the main thing you want to be focused on is security patches, because that's something that's very important to everyone. So it's not so much about the software and the software updates, it's more about the overall security and the security patches. So I'm sorry to harp on that, but that's a big issue for me. And the fact that this device is so far behind on the security patch aspects, yeah, I'm kind of not happy with that. But as I said, this is just constructive criticism. If y'all watch this, y'all come back, y'all take all of this into consideration, and on that next device, y'all make a solid push to deliver everything that I talked about in this video, as well as some of the things that I talked about in my full review video. Oh, y'all will definitely have a winner on this one. Okay? So, but that being said, now that we've talked about some of the positive aspects and some of the negative aspects and some of the things that they can improve, can I recommend that y'all pick up this device still, even early into 2020? Well, as I said in the full review for this device, as long as you pay no more than a little bit over $200, or at most $200, I really do feel this is a very compelling device at that price. So can I still recommend that y'all pick this up? I'd have to say yes. Oh yes. Now, it's not the best in any one particular aspect or category, but in terms of well-roundedness, it's pretty good. Now, it's not as well-rounded as something like the Moto G7 Power, but it does deliver some things that the Moto G7 Power lacks, and that does give it the slight edge in certain aspects. So can I recommend that y'all pick it up? I'd have to say yes. Alright, so that pretty much does it for this follow-up / wrap-up video with the Bold N1. And I think this is the longest follow-up / wrap-up video that I've done since the year started. So that just tells y'all how passionate I am and how, kind of let down I was by this device. It's still a solid device, but it could have been so much better. Anyways, I hope you guys and gals enjoyed this real quick video, or as quick as I can make it. This whole video here this evening was recorded with the primary camera on the Samsung Galaxy A50 in 720p at 30 FPS with no external audio hooked up. So please, as always, let me know what y'all think about the overall video quality, as well as what y'all think about the overall audio quality down below in the comments. Your feedback, as always, is greatly appreciated. And if you guys and gals would like to see any and all of my coverage on the Bold N1, I'll be sure to link up everything down below in the video description. So as always, the video description will be like a one-stop shop for you guys and gals, and you should be good to go. Alright, let's get this bad boy factory reset and boxed up, and we're gonna see if we can sell this bad boy and move on to the next device. Alright,